Hello everybody, this is Adam from Wax Pack Gods. I hope you're doing well. This weekend I was at a garage sale and found a couple of old kids baseball bats. I don't know a whole lot about baseball bats, but these bats kind of appealed to me because they reminded me of what it was like to be a kid playing Little League or Knothole baseball. And kind of sparked the nostalgia trigger in me, and that's really what this hobby is all about, right? So I couldn't really resist, especially when I considered the price, which was 25 cents each. So these bats were kind of beat up, obviously not worth much, probably a quarter is about right, but I thought they were interesting, and I liked them, so I got them. So I thought I would bring them in, maybe one at a time, and kind of clean them up and see how good I could make them look, and kind of talk through the bats a little bit. Now, I've never done any bat cleaning for my collection or anything. I don't really have any bats in my collection, so this will be kind of a first go around. But you can see this one's kind of beat up. It's got lots of marks on it. Kids have put their names on it. It's matte, kind of scratched in. Right? No, it's a marker. The end is weathered, chunks missing, so it's hit some balls in its life. This one in particular is a Hillerich and Bradsby. It's an approved knothole bat. And one of the things that appealed to me was that it's a Gordy Coleman model from my Cincinnati Reds. So if you don't know Gordy Coleman, he played for the Reds at first base during a good part of the 60s. He hit for some power and was a key part of that 1961 team that went to the World Series and eventually lost to the New York Yankees. Never made an all-star team, didn't win Gold Gloves or anything like that, but he was a solid part of Reds culture and as a member of the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame. So I thought we would just take some time, clean it up a bit, and see what it looks like. So I have the bat, I have a towel, I have an old t-shirt, got some vinegar and some water. So I'm just going to start by kind of knocking off anything loose. I think most of it's already been knocked off. I took a walk with it earlier just to kind of hold it. You gotta love the way a bat feels. This one's really light. Don't know how light, but it's light. So I'll get rid of the price tag. And I'll start off with just a little water to kind of get the more loose dirt off of it before I get into the polishing realm with vinegar. Obviously, I don't expect miracles with this bat, but I thought it could use a little love of the TLC variety. It's obviously had a lot of love on baseball diamonds of various sorts over the years. Alright, so kind of looks a little shinier with a little bit of water on it. It'll dry, of course. I'm not going to rub much of the marks off because they're the character. And you gotta love kind of thinking about the stories that go into making a bat look like this, kind of like you do with old baseball cards that are sort of beat up or loved. So I'm putting some vinegar on it now. You know, what kind of a player was old Matt here? Was he a power hitter? Was he a pitcher? Maybe both. Did he have this in his room for many years? Was it in the garage? How old is the bat? I don't really know that. I know Gordy Coleman played for the Reds in the 60s. I don't think this bat's that old, but you just never know. So you wonder, does Matt think about his baseball career today. Is he still playing in some fashion or another? Maybe softball league. Maybe he's in high school. Who knows? A little bit more vinegar. Not a whole lot of debris coming off on the cloth here. My old t-shirt. So it's nice and clean. I just mainly want to make it clean enough that I can keep it inside without getting too much objection from the other inhabitants of my home. Alright, so there. It's kind of as clean as I'm going to make it. I'll give it a little bit of a water wash down just to kind of make sure I'm not leaving a lot of vinegar on it. I don't want to harm the finish. LOL. Just teasing, right? Because the finish is pretty much done for. Look, there's a nice hunk out of the knob. What do you think that's from? Somebody banged it on the plate. Maybe it got hit with a pitch in the old Knothole league that it was part of. Who knows? Alright, let me dry it off a little bit. And I think we'll be about done. Alright, I think that's as good as I'm going to make it. For me, it's a really nice piece of history, kind of my personal history with, you know, playing ball when I was a kid and following the Reds, learning about older guys that I never saw, like Gordy Coleman. It's a nice facsimile signature there. Maybe I'll have to try to score one of his real sigs someday. Gordy's been gone for, 20 years or more now. But I'm sure there are still some sigs out there. So anyway, there we have my nice spiffed up Gordy Coleman Cincinnati Reds approved Knothole baseball bat, ready for display. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to like this video and consider subscribing to the channel here. And you can visit us online at waxpackgods.com or on Twitter at waxpackgods. Thank you very much.